Hello everyone, it's FallenDice and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. And ignore that. Yeah, ignore that. We just updated to Buildcraft. We are getting it on our way. And I still need to install the iron chest mod textures from Faithful into here. But anyway, so the reason why I'm here is that yes, we have now upgraded to Buildcraft in addition to all of our other normal mods. Yes. So, figured I'd come in and do the first couple of my new items here. So, wow, and I got some major lag going. And the first one is craft automatic crafting table. Oh, I've missed ye. Alright, let me figure out why my leg is so bad. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm not sure. If it keeps up, I may log out and log back in. But anyway, so yes, automatic crafting table. Ew. I am going to have to do some updating to textures because obviously my textures for Buildcraft have not updated. Interesting. So yes, here's the cool thing about an automatic crafting table. Oh, I'm missing part of my stuff. Let me go back and grab it. Whoa, wait. Ah, yes. All the items stay there. That is awesome. And of course, you can also set it to make something automatically, pipe things into it, and it'll then create them, and then they'll get piped out. So it's awesome, awesome stuff. So I wanted to do that real fast, show you this, and then of course we're going to be making a bunch of stuff. Our first job for today is going to be a quarry, but I need to make some items, and I'm not going to go through step by step on every single new item that there is to make in Buildcraft, kind of like I did with my Better Than Buildcraft series. I will do more of that when we get to Industrialcraft, just because I've pretty much done all the Buildcraft stuff. So yeah, I think we're just going to go through. I'm going to craft the basic stuff, and then we'll get together, work on some engines, the quarry, and then we're going to head back to the cavern and start basically digging out and harvesting all of the wonderful minerals that are down there to be had. So anyways, let me do some things here and I will be back. Alright, so we're back again and we're taking a bit of a detour right now. I did a bit more work last night. RenEvo was streaming, so we kind of all got on and played, started quarries, did some stuff. But I had some issues myself, and I had to reinstall all of Minecraft because I was having display issues and a bunch of other problems. So I wasn't able to really record what I was doing. Ah! The big problem now is we need fuel. All that insane amounts of blaze rods we used to have back in the day, don't really have right now. So I'm trying to get me a nice looting sword so I can go hang out at the blaze farm for a while and try and get me a good bit of fuel. Currently my quarry, which is down in my cavern, started at level 39, so it's right at gold level, so it's kind of like a good place to start anyway. It's got 9 Stirling engines, which apparently is what they now call steam engines. We had a good laugh at that last night. But yeah, it has 9 Stirling engines running, and so that takes quite a bit of power to continue to run. I finally was able to figure out the exact numbers and specifications, and it would appear that with coal, and actually, you know what, I can bring up that page I was just looking at. Alright, here we go. Yep, so with coal, it will burn 1 minute and 20 seconds per piece of coal in there. So with, 64 pieces of coal, we're talking over an hour's worth of work on the coal. The lava bucket, which I just put in and thought maybe that might be a good alternative, only burns for 16 minutes and 40 seconds per. And so while you can stick 2 in, you can get basically about 33, 34 minutes worth of operation, and you have to come back in and would have to reload the engines. So that's not a go. Now I know they do take blaze rods, and the guys I think we're already trying that out. And blaze rods are basically 50% more efficient than coal. So if our coal is going to burn for, we're saying like, an hour and a half, and that means we should at least get a couple hours on the blaze rods. So we're still going to have to periodically check in to continue to reload everything. And yes, I could make combustion engines. I do have the materials and everything to do it. What I don't have is fuel. Now, I may look into possibly using lava, maybe. But the issue is like I don't want to take the chance of having overheating right now. I don't have gates yet. I plan on kind of working towards that here later. Right now, I'm just trying to get materials. So once I get gates, and maybe I can think of doing something with the lava. But what I'm really waiting for is biofuel, and that's what we're going to be working on. And that's kind of one of the other benefits of my new wheat farm. Is the intention I think is going to be using seeds as a way of producing a viable fuel source. Since we started the server and already established ourselves, so to find oil, which oil is out there. I could go out there and find oil, but it's going to be quite a distance away from where I am. And that would require a long pipeline to get it back over here. And who knows, maybe I will change my mind and decide to do it. Sharpness. It's actually a good weapon. And fire aspect. Okay, you know what? I have diamonds to spare. I'm going to keep that. That's a really good sword. Sorry, I'm so easily distracted. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I will decide to go out and hunt for some oil, build a refinery out in the boondocks. I don't have to go necessarily out to the boondocks. Again, if we look at the map here, and let me bring that up right now. On my screen, I can see it. On your screen, I'll make a copy of it and put it back over. But compared to where I am right now, and I'm waiting for this thing to reload. There we go. Oh man, it is a ways to go. Technically, the closest place that I have to it right now would be out maybe near my, and it's a little bit past where I did my my new mine. And honestly, that probably wouldn't be a bad place anyway, because that's where I'm gonna, once I'm done mining out the cavern, those areas is where I'm going to be actually doing my mine, so I can get all the new types of ores as well. So maybe I will think about that. It's, let's see, we're 2009 out to 1979. So it's maybe 300 or 400 blocks to get to ungenerated chunks. And I'd have to build stations along the way, pumping stations. We'll see. Something to think about, something to chew on. Right now, it's still the newness of having Buildcraft. So we're trying to kind of get the little things going. It might make a decent project to do anyway. So anyway, let me finish getting this. I want to get like I said, I want to get my sword. Then I want to go collect some blaze rods, and then I'll meet you back at the cavern, kind of show you what we've got going so far, and then we'll decide at that point what we want to do next and where we want to move on from here. So, all right, I'll see you guys in a few. All right, welcome to my new mob farm. Just kidding. Got our first quarry going. It's a 64 by 64 max size quarry right here in my cavern. So I kind of centered it in the middle of this area, and then I'm going to go through on the outsides and we'll TNT the rest of it. I put the wall up because obviously as it started to go through, it took out all the torches and it instantly became a madhouse of mobs. I still have a lot of mobs, and from the looks of things, some really nice slime chunks, but those will be easy to handle eventually. My key thing I'm looking for is gold. I am completely out of gold. And I do have some gold gears left, but I want to kind of advance as quickly up the text trees as possible. I need to get to gates. I need to start build that before I can really start settling on some really good power plants and whatnot. So currently right now I've just got an array of 9 steam engines, or as they call them, Stirling engines, and they are altogether, all 9 of them are producing at maximum efficiency, which is good. So we're pumping away. I don't have a gold pipe on there because I really didn't feel the need for a gold pipe. I didn't feel the need. I mean, it's right here, so I didn't do even like the gold um, conductive pipes. Again, short on gold, so, but we are starting to get iron, which is good, and coal, and that's what I'm using to power this. The server somehow has pretty much almost run out of blaze rods, so there's some people that are in the process right now of trying to farm blaze rods, but it's slow going. So I've gone through and kind of collected my stockpiles of coal, and I'm going through here and I'm just setting these up with my fortune pickaxe and then kind of cutting them all down, getting a few levels as I go. But once I get the this quarry all the way to the bottom, which probably still has another 30 layers to go, I should have a decent amount of gold, some more diamonds, and then we'll pop back in, and I think we'll try and figure out exactly where we want to start setting up shop. Because our key thing is we need to do a power plant somewhere. So we'll go get our combustion engines built. We'll settle on a place to build our power plant. I'm thinking probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that where we're going to be setting up the rest of our quarries, and that's going to be out maybe in a new chunk area. If I can find an area and I can find some oil, then we can set up a refinery nearby using the power plant, so it'll be able to fuel it. That way we can power multiple combustion engines, get a lot of power going, get some tables and lasers going so we can start making our gates and all that other stuff, and then we can really start to move ahead. Because that's the key thing. A lot of the big projects require gates. So that is where I think we're going to go next. So I'm just going to finish this up here. And once, like I said, as soon as I have enough materials for us to move ahead, then I will come back up. But most of the stuff I'm just going to be doing off camera, putting in the work to get all the materials, and then we'll come back when we're ready to start advancing. So, alright, I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, so our first quarry is now complete all the way down to the bottom. I kind of cheated a little bit and I flooded everything to get rid of a lot of the mobs, but it also let me have easier access to the diamonds. I think only 7 diamonds actually made it through the quarry. The rest I went down and mined myself, so I ended up with quite a few diamonds. Everything else is still over here in our chest, so we'll go take a peek at what we got. I'm about to get rid of the water since now it's down to bedrock. Nothing can spawn down there anyway, so I don't need the water. And then we are going to start packing. So we could have gold again. I'm going to wait for a macerator. I think it's what it's called. I think it's supposed to give me double the items out of ores. So if that's the case, 4 stacks of diamonds is huge. I still got quite a bit of rods and coal left over. So like I said, my plan for today, and this is going to be down the road, but here I was planning was going to be like my next section of the quarry. I may have to get bigger. I've been doing some research into what I wanted to do down here, and I've settled on a design, but this may not be big enough, or I may have to tone it down a little bit. But that's for a ways down the road. First off, we got to get some materials and some things before we start coming back and designing this, but I am excited about how this whole cavern is going to turn out. But yeah, anyway, before I do any more work, it's time to start progressing. So we're going to pull out a lot of these items, take some stuff with us, grab a lot of the items I think I'm going to need, and we're going to head off into new territories. I'll pull up the map and kind of show you where nearest me right now where I haven't actually explored yet. So we're down here, you can see where my bases are, and then way over here is where I got my first mine with the new items, the new industrial craft items, the copper and the tin and the uranium. And then a bit above that, we have some unexplored territories. And that is where we're heading. We're going to go up to there. I'm going to scope out and search. I want to try and find like one or two uh, oil sources. If I could find two or three, that'd be even better. And then try to situate myself right between them. And then we'll take a filler, build a filler, level out a large area of land up top, and we'll start working on like a power plant factory kind of thing. So while our quarry is underground mining out all that stuff and yeah, just giving us more resources below us, we'll be up top building a refinery. Hope maybe even if we get the right items and stuff, if we get enough fuel going, we can start setting up some lasers and assembly tables, start creating some gates and things. So we're probably going to be over there for a few episodes. We'll set ourselves up a nice nether portal to get back and forth if we need to, but it's going to be a ways away. But we're going to set up shop out there for a while and get ourselves situated. Might even make that our future home of our nuclear plant or something. I don't know. We'll see. All kind of possibilities up in the air, but that's what I want the rest of this episode to be, is progressing down the Buildcraft and even maybe some of the industrial craft stuff as we learn some recipes and some things out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I got to empty out my nether portal for extra storage because I want to bring enough items to get me started out there. Whoa. Yeah, I want to bring up enough items to get me started out there and to be able to create everything I need so I don't have to keep running back and forth, and then we'll get going. So we'll see you guys as soon as we're ready to head on out and start exploration. Alright, so I think I'm about ready to go. I know I'm forgetting something. Actually, I already know I'm forgetting something. I gotta remember, I gotta get more steak. I've only got 2 left. I got a bunch back at the village, which I'll stop by on the way. Bring in most of the iron and gold that I smelted, in addition to all my diamond, and 51 blocks of iron. So I've got plenty of iron. I brought my quarry, my Stirling steam engines, pipes that I've made, and some glass. I think I got 2 things of glass. Did I? No, I only did 1. I was gonna get 2. What do I not need? Looks like I only need 1 of these. I'm just trying to bring as much as I can. I not bring in the markers because I have the lapis, which I can use in combination with all the other stuff. So what we're gonna do, fuel, TNT. We're gonna head over towards the border, and then we're gonna start scouting. And when I get over there, I'm probably gonna put down one of these diamond chests and put all this stuff in. So in case I die, I don't get hurt. And that's what I forgot. I do need to put in a bed. What else don't I need? I guess I can get rid of 16 iron. Well, that's okay for now. Let's go ahead and grab you, because we're going to take you with us. Alrighty. And then, like I said, let's go ahead and swap out. I want this in my hotbar. Okay, and that means we're ready to go, other than I need to... Oh, apparently I need to go enchant something. Let me do that real fast. So I'm going to grab some extra beef. We'll go enchant something with my 31 levels, and then when I get out towards the unexplored area, I'm going to start searching. And as I find stuff, I'll pop in to kind of show you where we are. And I'm trying to keep track of this on the map to kind of show where we are. But I'm hoping that I can find a couple sources of oil real close to the border, so it's not super far away. And then we'll set up shop and start getting some things going. So I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, so I looked at our rendered map, and basically new corner over there, which is 319 blocks away, that is the closest area of ungenerated area, jungle, however we're going to call this. And then it's the same distance up to, actually I think it's supposed to be negative. Oh no, it's 425 blocks. Okay, to the other corner, and then over where it says tip, that's as far that way as I had viewed. So once I get to that point, I can start going further out that way. So I'm going to just start heading over. I think I'm probably should sleep right here. Just if I do die, oh, nah, never mind. I'm still gonna go to spawn. If I don't leave it, it's pointless. But yeah, we'll get the rain to go away because I'm pretty sure. Am I the only one here? No, I'm not. I think yep, BurnsBright's actually AFK doing something. So never mind. Uh, yeah, well, I'm just gonna start heading that way. When I get to that area, I'll start looking. As soon as I find my first oil, I'll come back in, and we'll see how far we are from civilization. Because I think I do have a waypoint for here, and that was the new mine. Yep, right here. So we'll at least be able to see how far we are from this point on the map. So anyway, time to go exploring, and I will see you guys later. Alright, so I found my first oil, but I haven't quite been able to figure out how much is here, because normally you're looking for a geyser, and that could be the geyser there. I just don't know how far up out of the ground it's coming to kind of get an idea for how much. But 160 blocks from the corner, 381 from our new mine, over 1,000 from home. But actually it wasn't very far along that I got my first one. And yeah, so there we are. So right now that's the first one I've seen. So I'm gonna mark this, and we'll just keep going around, and we'll kind of see what we can find as far as, like I said, more than one, because I'd like to be centrally located between a couple if possible. So we got first oil, and I'm gonna go back to work, so I will be back. Alright, we found another one. And that one's right here, and this is 250 blocks from first oil, 370 blocks from that corner, and 500 blocks from the new mine. So, second oil. And so basically, if I were to go between the two, it would be about 125 blocks between each one so far. And I think from the second other corner, we're like 80. Okay, so we're pretty much almost to the other corner block of where we've explored so far. Yeah, which is right there. So technically, we just want to go straight up now from here and see if we can't find one that's closer between either of these two, and then I can make that the area where I'm gonna settle down at for a little while. So anyway, let me go see what I can find, and I will be back. And actually, also, I should be on the lookout for rubber trees now too. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I'm back to work. Interesting. Looks like I found myself another jungle fortress, and right on the other side of it, oops, it looks like we've got more oil. And we are actually not that far away from the other oil. Let's see, second oil is like 160 blocks away. I just want to verify that this is a good oil spot, because if that's the case and we're only like 200 blocks away, if I were to, I could kind of have them about 100 blocks from each other, which would be rather nice. There we are. Can't quite see how big the geyser is on this one either. Oh, okay. This looks like this might be a decent sized geyser. Okay. Nice. What I may just decide to do is we can set up here inside this jungle pyramid. Let me mark off the oil spot for this one. That way we can get a true idea of how far apart they are. Let's see. I think this is close enough. This is third oil. And third oil is 200 blocks away from first oil. Alright, I like this. This is a good spot here. I may, just for shits and giggles, head this way just to see if maybe There's another one. That would be kind of cool if I could find like 3 in a general area, because that way I could actually just, use this area for quite a while as a hub for my um, technology and stuff. That way when I run out of oil, I can always keep going. And the thing is with a centralized refinery, I can set up huge deposits of fuel. And then when I'm ready to head back to my main area again, I'll just have to set up a another set of tanks with the pumping station between it. Once it fills up, then I can go back, take down the first one, and then move forward, set up another one, and that way I can slowly pump it all forward to the new area, and I'll be able to use all of the oil that I found. Let's see, at the moment, I think we hit the water area, and our first oil, my guess is about that way. First oil, yep. And as I don't see anything quite yet, it looks like that first corner back there is going to be our best bet. So I'm going to head back there and kind of get started setting up shop. We'll go see what we have inside of our jungle temple. But yeah, we'll use that as our temporary base until I can get a filler going. I'm going to clear out a large area to start constructing my power station and some of that other stuff. So anyway, I will be back. Alright, so we forgot one important item. And I've already started kind of opening up the basement here for our use. And apparently I forgot to bring an ender chest. And not only an ender chest, but also an ender pearl as well. So we're going to have to wait for night and go scope out some endermen and go kill one, because luckily we have blaze. It would have been even worse had we not had blazes. But we will go get some endermen, and we'll construct our ender chest because we're missing a few key items. I think all my engines and stuff were in there. Yeah. So, oh no, I got engine. I don't have a lot of the stuff I need though. Yeah, we need an ender chest. So here's where we're gonna be kind of stationing for now. While I wait for night, I think I'm gonna probably go up and start having my way with yet another rainforest. I'm getting the name on the server as a very anti rainforest man. Every time I find a new rainforest in my area, I strip it. No more trees. So plus it'll help me with the all the leaf leg, so it's not a bad thing. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work doing that, and then once we have all the requisite materials we need, I will be back. Alright, and we are back, and we have actually got a lot done here between when I stopped recording and when I started. RenEvo streamed last night, so a bunch of us were on with him having some fun. BurnsBright, myself, Shu, and RMD. So while we were, he was streaming, I got some work done. So first off, this whole section here was a filler. I just kind of set it up like from here, 64 by 64, and then I went way up so I could catch all the trees. And then I just hooked up my steam engines that I had down in my cavern, and it completely cleared this for me. So it makes getting rid of my jungles a whole lot easier. Then we went over to here and set up our oil well, which is a ways down now. Oh, good grief. Now I can at least see how much I have left. Forgot you can fall through pipes. Oh, is that a... No, 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 no. Whoa. I guess it's still a liquid, so... So yeah, we're working our way through this oil well, it would appear. Interesting. I don't know how much longer this one has, but when it does go bad... Oh, I fell in. Oh, no. Leg spike. So yeah, I don't know how much longer this one has, but when it does go bad, I do have the other one. And I did find an even bigger one. I mean, we're talking a huge geyser. So in the way Buildcraft works, the higher the geyser, the more pressure behind it, which means it's a huge oil well. So
But anyway, at this point we're what? Now that I can actually jump back up. Let's see, this is level 23. And that's not too bad. It goes all the way down to level 16. Oh, no, it goes further. Interesting. Okay, alrighty. Well, we'll just let this thing keep going, but we're going to come back up here because I want to get back up to the surface. It seems like it's a fairly decent well. It'll be interesting to explore down here once it's all done. But for now, I need to make my way back up to the surface. I'm not going to get rid of you, but I'm going to block you off. And then I think I'm just gonna pillar up. So anyway, let me get up to the surface again, and we'll pick up from there. All right, we're back up. Came up over there somewhere. All right, so like I was saying, so we got the oil well going, coming over here. It's filling up my tank that I'm using in our little building over here. You see the power is coming from inside here, and that's what we're using to pump our oil. And that's just an offshoot because it's being used for more than just oil. Buggy, buggy, buggy. Can't touch those. If I were to right-click on any of these engines here right now, it would crash the game. More of the... it's, again, Buildcraft is in... I think it's still a pre-release. If not a pre-release, definitely a beta. But, you know, it was semi-stable enough that we're using it. But as you see over here, we got a nice little refinery going. And I've already got quite a bit of fuel. My plan is eventually I'm going to construct a pipeline going the minimum distance, or I'm sorry, the maximum distance that the oil will flow from one to another, and it'll be going from here, and now we're back over here. It'll be coming from here over to another giant storage tank or two, and we'll pump everything that we have over to that, and once it gets over there, we'll have another pump section going from there to the next one, and eventually we'll get it all the way back to our home base where we can use it for some other things. But until then, we're going to set this up as a temporary forward base. So this area here is going to be, some of it's going to be a rubber tree factory. Not factory, but grove. So I can start harvesting some rubber. Also, I'm going to set up a cactus farm. An automatic cactus farm, which I'm going to need a lot of cactus to get the waterproof pipes. And I'm also going to set up a gate factory. We'll set up a room in here with some lasers, assembly table. We'll start constructing all the gates we're going to need. We're just going to let this thing run constant. This is going to be, I'm going to be here for a while. We'll fill up with all the oil that we can. 100 blocks that way is another oil thing, so what I'll probably do is just pump that over to here. So I'm going to keep this as my forward base, but we're close enough that I can pump it to here. And we'll use up both those, and then we'll see where we are. Over there, about 200 blocks is that giant geyser. I haven't decided if I want to go there yet or not. We'll see. But first thing we got to do, we need to set up our, there we go, our cactus. I need a ton of waterproof piping. So I've decided, well, let's plant my 4 rubber trees. I just found those just recently while I was waiting on some things. So we're gonna go plant those real fast, let them grow, and then we'll harvest them. I need to get saplings, and I don't know what the rules for them are, but the biggest thing, I just need them to grow so that I can harvest them, get some more, and grow them again. Eventually we'll start tapping them off and getting the rubber, but I'm not doing a lot of the industrial craft stuff quite yet. Said we're definitely starting out build crafty, and then we'll move to the industrial craft in a little bit. So those of you who may be new to my channel, I'm going to set up my cactus farm the same way I had it set up in the factory for my Better Than Buildcraft world. So I'm going to set up the outline first, and then I'll come back and I'll start explaining how we actually set this this farm up. So I will be right back. Alright, so here we are, we're back. And to start off with, it looks just like your traditional cactus farm. I haven't put up anything yet to harvest the cactus yet, but You know, you got the water in the troughs going down, bringing everything to the middle. Got water coming from the end, coming down here, bringing all your drops to one point where actually I'm going to be using a piping system to actually bring it up to chests. But my system's a little bit different. And so we're going to do it a little differently. And let's actually go through and grab some of our other items here. We need you, and you, and you. That should be good. And I'm probably not going to be able to finish the entire thing right off the bat because I don't have enough items, but as I get more, I can start doing it. Alright, so basics of how cactus work here real fast too. Alright, cactus can be planted on sand, and sand only. So we'll plant these two here real fast just to kind of show you. Alright. But if anything's next to one, see how I can't plant it here, and if I place a block next to it, it will harvest it. It has to be empty on all four sides. And this is how most of the farms are made. We have a block set up at like the second height, so as soon as it grows up, it hits the block, detects a block there, falls off, falls into our water on the side, and then gets sent over to wherever we're trying to collect them. And this works well. And using those same things, you can also do like a Buildcraft one where, you know, it's all automated. And over time, you know, it'll do its job. But there's obviously a lack of space being used. Now, certain blocks can be planted next to your cactus. And this is where my farm comes into play. So the sugarcane will not affect the cactus, but it will, however, hold up another sand block, which can also hold yet another cactus. So now what we do, got to get up high enough. There we go. And with another block here, our sand block here will automatically harvest this one, and that dirt block up there will harvest that one. So in which case we now have, and we could go back if we had a sand block here, we can plant yet another cactus, and then you can see it just goes down the row. So now every single block has a cactus, so in a small amount of space we can double our yield. So that's the plan here. So we're going to have the cactuses on these rows dropping into the water, and and all the items will get sent downstream into here and collected over there. So the hard part about this thing is the fact of putting in the cactuses, because they are dangerous with enough of them. Dangerous either to your health if you're not wearing armor, or dangerous to your armor if you are. So I'm going to go ahead and do this top row first, because it's easier that way. So we have to place where the so I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'd prefer to, nope, I have to do the sugar canes on the sides here, because they're the only things that can be next to next to the wall. And then by placing our water, it allows our sugar cane to be planted as well. So this basically, this farm design here allows us to satisfy all the rules that Minecraft places for farming both of these items. Now the only other issue then is I still need to set up a framer on the outside, because I've got to put the blocks that are going to be next one up above these so that I can harvest my cactus when they grow high enough. Oops, there we go. And then of course that goes there, and there we go. There's our first row minus our harvesting technique. So I'm going to go over here, grab me some more stone bricks. Come on, there we go. And I will be back momentarily, and I will show you the design we settle on, as well as I'll get the first few rows of this set up. So I will be back. All right, so we have a little bit of adjustment. If you look over here, because the length of the water travel, it caused us to make source blocks. Moving it over to here, we were getting stagnant water blocks down here. So I'm going to have to go from where we were at 5 spots to 7 spots, with the 8th spot again under here, just so that the water will end at the lip, and then we can still have the water at the end coming all the way down. So that's caused me to do a little bit of changes to here. So I've already kind of got knotted on the back side over there, but I'll next be taking out this wall, going out 2 more wide here, and same as up on the roof. But this is how the outside will look so far, and I'm probably going to put glass around here so that mobs can't get inside, but we can have a nice view of the farm itself in work. So let me get back to this, get back to the repair work, and then I will be back. Alright, so I have a few rows done. Ran out of cactus, but because of the wonderfulness of this farm, that is only temporary. And actually, let me get the this water going down. But yes, now we are good here, and I may just decide to come back and maybe do this with ice. Can I get stuck here? That's my question. Apparently we have this, look like it was maybe too high. I may have to drop that one down a little bit earlier, just because I don't like that. I don't like how that looks. And I think it's probably because it makes the drop over here. No? I don't know. You're all still moving here. It's all that matters, as long as everything's still moving. Yep. So, I don't know, maybe I'll go put some ice down there to get the items moving faster. It's not like it really makes a huge difference how fast the items are moving. I would like to get up in here, though. As long as the items are moving. Now, the one thing I do need to do is I probably need to get some windows in, otherwise I may lose some of my cactus to the outside door here. Or the outside window. As a... Oh, no, it pops off up there, so it shouldn't pop off. It should drop straight down. So we should be okay there for now. I don't have a lot of glass or sand. Now the next thing to do is going to get the Buildcraft part of this going now. So we need to get the obsidian pipe down here, and then get it starting to send the items up to a few waiting chests that we can access. And then then the key reason for that is while I'm doing other stuff around here, I won't possibly lose any of the cactus as they drop off from despawning. So let me go grab some pipes and some things, and I will be right back. Sorry, as I was saying, I won't really have like a door because I don't have a need to... I love how this looks now. Now it's actually going. I don't have a need to get inside here. Once everything's planted, it just does its work for me. So I don't need to get inside of here. So windows to be able to watch it is about all I'm really caring about. But there we go. We've already got cactuses in here. So I'm going to let this... Well, I'll plant what I got here. I got enough to do a little bit more area here. Plant the ones I have, and then I'm going to do some more harvesting over there. I've gotten up to, I think, 14 rubber trees now. I'd like to get 3 rows going all the way over to here. Maybe just the same length as this, and maybe I'll even enclose this. I'll expand my my stone brick structure here to include those a little bit higher, and then we'll move on to our next project. Alright, so our cactus farm is now completely planted, and I figured it out, and there's 126 cactus in here. So the spawn rate should be pretty good now. Also over here, I've gotten all of my
my trees planted. The saplings that are dropping right now are just the last ones that I did. I finally got them planted all the way to the edge. I'm letting these saplings fall off to give me a few extras, just in case I have a creeper accident or something along those lines. So the next thing will be to start getting more of the sticky resin out of them. So I think I need to start some of my first industrial craft stuff will be just to make a simple tap or something, I believe is what it's called. So I can start harvesting that. And yeah, that should be good. I got to finish up my tower here. I'd run out of stone bricks, so I got more here. I got plenty of smooth stone back in my regular bases. I just need to go get it and bring it over here. And then I got to come up with something design-wise for the walls of this to kind of make it look a little bit more than just a big square of stone bricks. So that'll be my next part of this project. So as soon as I got all these planted, which I'm doing right now, I'm going to go up and finish the roof. And then once the roof's finished, then I'm going to go get more stone bricks, come back, probably get some more glass. I need more glass. So I'll go back to spawn, get some more sand. I've got a wall of ovens going right now to continue my harvest of coal. But I think I may have tapped off this. I may have tapped off this well because I don't seem to be getting anything anymore, and it's coming down. So I think I've used up this first oil well. So I'm going to go back to where I'm going to head back down there just to take a peek at it. But I think I probably have. So if that's the case, then I'll finish refining all that, take all this down, and we'll head over to my other oil well as well, and then start a pipeline over here. But I got a few projects to work on, but so far I think we are making some real good headway. So I think I'm going to call this my first episode here. Oh, the end of this first Buildcraft Industrialcraft episode. And then when we come back, I'll have some of these things kind of done, and then we'll see what kind of projects we can start working on as we go up our tech trees and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Got a lot of cool stuff to come. Already starting to use some of the things I came up with or used in my previous worlds, which means we should have some good stuff coming. I'm kind of excited about getting a power plant and everything. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.